Hi, this is the demo for creating the GUI for Program 6, which is 3-card-brag. You can use this layout or you can make your own, but this is to show you what I used. So let's start out by creating a new project, Java FXML, and I'm going to name mine 3-card-brag demo. And don't forget to check and see where you're going to be storing that. Okay, here we are, and I'm going to start by opening the scene builder so I can get to designing. Whoops, that's an old one. Let's try this again. Okay, so here's my scene builder. I have my button, which I'm going to delete and also label because I just want to start out with an anchor pane. I'm going to select the anchor pane and go over to Layout, and I'm going to make the preferred width 800. I'm going to make the preferred height 600. So we have a decent size screen to work with. I'm going to start out by adding a VBox, which is a container. I'm going to move my hierarchy tab down a bit. And here's my VBox. I want it to fill the container, so I'm going to right-click on the VBox and select Fit to Parent. In the top portion of the VBox, I'm going to put a menu bar. The menu bar is a control, so I'm going to grab it from Controls. And I'm going to go down to Hierarchy and open it up. And I see I have 3 elements in the menu. I only need 1. So I'm going to delete Help, and I'm going to delete Edit, and I'm going to change the name on the one that I have left to Show Rules. Whoops, not unless I do a better job than that. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to open it up to find the menu item and select it. Go over to Properties. I'm going to call it Rules of the Game. And then I'm going to go over to the Code tab, and I'm going to make it on action. And I'm going to call that Rules Menu Action. Oh, I don't need button in there. Just so I know what I've got. Okay. I'm going to add a text area to my VBox so that I can make that my title area. Going over to Properties, and I'm just going to write Welcome. Don't forget to click Wrap Text for a text area or it won't do it. And then when I show you my version of this program, you're going to see there's also an image here. If you want to do that, simply put an H box inside this slot in the VBox, and you can add a text area and an image view. Okay, I've done that. So now let's do something different. Let's go to containers. Let's grab a horizontal split pane and put it in the bottom section over here, and I'm going to drop it down so that it covers all the rest of my window. And you can see the divider. I'm going to move it so that it's like about more than 3/4, not quite 7/8 of the way over. And each side of this split pane, therefore, you can put a different layout into, which is kind of nice sometimes. So I'm going to add a grid pane to the left side, and I want it to fill. So I'm going to right click on it. It's going to fill to parent. And my only problem is that mine is 3 by 2, and I want it to be 4 by, it's 3 rows, 2 columns. I want to have 4 columns and 2 rows. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to grid pane, and I'm going to add a column after, and I'm going to add another column after, and then I'm going to select a row. Let's see, and I'm going to delete it. So now I have 4 columns and 2 rows. If you want there to be separation between the grid elements, you have to do that. We'll use padding so that the items we put in them aren't all touching each other. Okay, I'm going to add a text field into the upper left-hand corner. Whoops, need a control. Here's a text field. And I'm going to add image views to the other 3. And here are the image views. 1, 2, and 3. They don't look very good, so we're going to have to size them to fit the spaces in the grid view. And as I said, you can use padding to make sure that they don't all touch each other. The other thing you can do is select your image view, go to the margin, give yourself a little margin, and I'm going to put it all the way across, and you see it just kind of moves it a little bit. I have this one here. I'm going to give it the same margin, and I may have gotten too carried away with fitting it before, but it'll work. There. So anyway, you'll get them all situated, and then in the second row I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did in the first row. I'm going to have 3 image views, and a text field. So, is that what I put there, a text field? Or a text, that's a text area. I'm going to, when you make a mistake, you can go up to Edit, Undo insert text area, and then go back to the text field, which is what I wanted to put in there. Now for both of these text fields, yeah, I'll put in some margins. And the other thing I'm going to do is go to Properties, and I'm going to use Prompt Text, which is like a hint, and I'm going to write player name 1. And then player name 2 will go down below, and we'll have the 3 text fields. Now all of these are going to need names because I'm going to have to access them. TF player 1. And the image views will also need names because you will need to change them. So I'm going to call that image view P1. This will be P2, P3, and this will be, whoops, image view player 1. Let's see, let's image view 1. Nope, I'm hating this. Hold on. We need to make sure that we know which line it is. So it's going to be image view player 1, 1. Very simple. We only have 3. So you can figure out how you want to name them. It absolutely makes no difference. But you have to differentiate if it's player 1 or player 2 and view 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so you're going to give all of those names. And so for both text fields and 6 image views. Now we're going to move over to the right-hand side of the split plane, and I'm going to add an H box. Okay. Oh. No, I'm not. I'm going to add a V box. All right, add a V box. Let's fit that to parent. And let's add 2 buttons. One and 2. So make them as big and fat as you want. Give them some margins. And one of these will be the, okay, let's do this guy. The first one is going to be my deal cards. So it's going to be on action. That's just deal. So that's my deal button. And now I'm going to come up here. My text is going to be deal cards. And I need to go to properties and make it look halfway decent over here. I'm going to go with 25 at the top and maybe 15 at the left. And then push the bottom down by 25. And now this button is going to be 15 on the left. And I'm going to go down, I'm going to, at the top, I'm going to put, I don't know, 50. However you want to situate them, I might move them around a bit. And the name of this button is going to be Show Winner. Well,